Hello, Rune Knights. Welcome back to another stream of Brigandine Legend of Runersia. We are going to continue on with our not Gaimul playthrough, because that's the one I'm doing on my free time. We are going to continue on with our Norzaleo Nuzlocke, the double N. Oh, okay, game. Be kind to us there. A little bit of stuttering. All right, I believe we had queued up some attacks last time to get some action going on here. We're pretty close to taking out Gustava. These two attacks are new, so we could hopefully get creatures captured there. And I mean, we might finally take Cornworn, which would mean that we would get creature capture here as well. I think it's going to depend on whether or not they are guarding that castle hex. We'll find out, I guess. So let's go to this end phase and line up our attacks. Yeah, Garwellin seems like the obvious first one there, with our combat power being so high. Oh man, I forgot that we got a lizard lord last time. I'm so excited. They're legitimately one of my favorite units in the entire game. I don't think they're necessarily the strongest unit in the entire game. They're not weak by any means. They are definitely a strong unit, but I don't think they're like, you know, crazy super strong. I just think they're fun. I like them for some reason. Ah, here we go. A boy's Barret? I cannot fight you. Go home at once. Excuse me? I take offense to that. No way I'm leaving now. Barrets shouldn't be fighting each other for the benefit of man. The benefit of man? I don't really care about any of that. I only fight for Princess Elena. What about you, lady? I suppose we're the same. I fight for Miss Eliza. See? Shall we get started then? Very well. This is for Miss Eliza. Prepare yourself. So are we going to get access to that herb that lets them live longer if we take over their territory? Because that's the whole story on the Gaimul Barret side, is that they have like this special herb that lets the advanced forms live longer than 12 years. So is that a thing we're gonna get for Pick, maybe? Because I don't want poor Pick to die once he, you know, gets older. That wouldn't be very nice. Smaug, running it down. Krokgar, I guess we can get you on the water. And Pick doesn't have to worry about this. Actually, this is good terrain for us overall. Yeah, that could be much worse, all things considered. What do we want to steal from these people? Okay, I was going to say they're definitely coming right at us, but then they backed off. I really don't want Garrett's Staddle. I'll just unfortunately end up getting it killed. We're not really hurting for frontliners, although I guess we are recruiting for our other team, not this team. Patzar. Hello. Maybe one of the imps. I feel like probably Fitz or Patzar is what we want to aim for in this battle if we get the option to choose. You don't always get the option to choose, but if we do, that's what I'll be looking to get. Iwa. Okay. Getting all set up. Krokgar, just kind of hang out here, I guess. We'll double stand by ya. Pick, just stay close enough to the water that Elaine can go. Oh, I did, in some of my free time earlier, hop on and decide on some nicknames for people. You can't do it in the battle step, so once we get to the actual organized phase, I'll be able to put those in. Oh, she's coming for us. It's kind of annoying that she didn't run up after that. But we could definitely kill this thing. I mean, it ran out of their rune area to do what it just did, so... could put Krokgar here, so we could throw you right there. You know, if we put you here, you can breath onto the bridge. I'd actually prefer to have you here, but Mogwai is in the way. For now, we'll put Lassie there. Move you back one, so you can do that. Krokgar, actually no, Krokgar is gonna go kill this thing. Swing at it with some glory. And then actually, Elena needs a couple more proficiency points, right? Let's do that. Cross him with some pain. Alright, 518. I thought she would be able to make it back. Unfortunate. Well, she'll still be fine there, I believe. I don't think it'll be an issue. Okay, Mogwai, let's get you over here. Let's get you one closer, I think. And then pick. We can throw you right here. Lucan. Right over there. And I actually don't really have anything to put right here, so maybe I should put you there so you can throw rocks at people? I guess. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, so I mean, I can charm their dragon right now. And dragons are always, like, you know, a good option. There's nothing wrong with a dragon. You're gonna uppercut me like a thief? Because I could charm their dragon and then kill Lionel. That is definitely an option for me. And it seems like the most likely option. Fitz would be cool and all. I mean, he's definitely a higher level. But we kinda gotta take what we can realistically get. And it seems like this is the most realistic option here. There's no way Frost is going to do more than 225, right? Yeah. Damn, Icicle Shot is just really good. Like, Rubino... I never realized just how strong this guy can be. Because when the AI is in control of him, he's not really that much of a threat, to be honest. Let's move you back a little bit, I think. Yeah, alrighty. Well, this seems like a good choice for some fiery breath. Give him the old bonks. Alright, I need it to be Pick's turn to kill this guy if I want to steal the Lazosaur, so I could run out, smack. This is the great thing about having 2 moves on these Lizard Lords, because now I can just run back into position. Any chance you can kill that elemental? Damn, so close. I mean, if I bring good old Right around here, but I kinda want to throw down a healing voice with Right instead. Yeah, we'll do that. Or a healing roar, if you will. So, I don't know, we can maybe go for the crit. We'd have to get kinda lucky here, but we'll give it a try. That's alright, she got some XP. We move her on back. Kinda want to leave her over here, but I want her to get that heal voice. And I can't imagine that they will stick around after they, lose, with their other hero being worthless, basically. Alright, let's Lure Song. Good old Patsar. Sorry, Fitz, I would love to steal ya, but the opportunity is just not presenting itself. Alright, that boy has been charmed. And now we Thundar. I don't have any way to put like a halo on you or anything, right? Yeah. Alright, so Thundar. Nice bonk. Lionel gone. Ooh, we got an ice knife out of that. That's good. We definitely need knives, so... Sorry, I think this is it for me. I'll leave the rest to you. Lionel's troop retreated. Alright, good XP. We get Patsar because he's been charmed. I think that's the first time we've been able to actually pull that off this playthrough, so go us. And then I think we're going to also give Pick the XP for taking out this guy. Another solid bonk. The solid bonkenings. Tell you what, you can run up over here to get ready to heal if you need to. But like I said, I expect they will retreat after that. Nice defense skill, Krokgar. You are a beast. A tanka beast. Man, and he got to evolve so early too, which means he's getting those Lizard Lord stat changes for almost maximum amount of time. Faye, go away. Go away, Faye. In this situation, retreat's our best option. And I got to see if Pick had interactions with Kate, which he did. Now I just got to see if he has them with, is it Darian, I think is the male Barret they have. Renabug, Elena's proficiency 4. She get in there. Pick, nice. Everybody getting some good levels, and we got ourselves a Dargon. Isn't that swell? Rounding out our other team. Alright, we are definitely staying here, so we don't need to pick up that dragon in a big hurry. Oh, we were finally gonna take that, and the Shinobi Nation is robbing us of our victory. Okay, well, that's a bummer for us. We could have been the ones that killed all those people. Hi, Riviet, how you doing? Shinobi Nation actually having a big move here. They've done like nothing all game, and now they're just exploding out of their forests there. Alright, let's see if we can steal ourselves another unit here. I really hope they don't just immediately run away. So, the Nuzlocke rules I've set up for this one is... So starting with, which we're pretty far away from at this point, but starting with every knight only had access to the monsters that were in the castle they started at. So shared within the other knights there, of course. For knights that I got from questing, I basically decided if they don't start with monsters, they could trade out for one of the other like knight starting positions, more or less. And then from there, I'm not allowed to recruit monsters or get monsters from quests or anything like that. The only way I'm allowed to get monsters is the first time I take a castle, because, you know, it's like the first encounter you get on a route. I'm able to capture one of the monsters that they have. If I capture multiple monsters, I pick one and release the rest. If I don't manage to capture a monster when I take the castle, which, like, for example, might happen in this battle, because I think these guys might just run away, honestly. If I don't capture anything, then I just don't get a monster from that castle. I'm also not allowed to use revive stones, so I can't bring anything back if it dies. And that's generally about it. The Nuzlocke rules for this particular run are not applying to the knights themselves, but in the future, I think I'm going to make it so if a knight dies, then you can't use them anymore, just to make it a little bit more challenging. Alright, let's get you here. We'll just have to set up and hope they don't immediately run away. That's like more or less the best shot we got here. Because we can't really control if they run away, but if they don't, we'll at least be ready. Alright. We should probably actually put the phoenix where that unicorn, or that nightmare is. Okay, they didn't immediately run away at least. That's a good sign. Do you guys have the lure ability? You do. Okay, good. Charm song. So I actually need to get them up onto that river. And we're going to want to play around that. Alright. So basically at the start of the game, the knights, whatever castle they were in, they only had access to the monsters of the other knights that were in that castle to build our starting pool of monsters. And then for knights that I got from questing, like this crew is kind of like the quest crew, if they came without monsters, then I could switch them out for one of the existing knights and basically make them like they were a starting knight there. Beyond that, the way that I'm treating like encounters, so to speak, is hold on, let me figure if I'm going to put them into this hex or this hex. I probably want to move them towards the top more, so right there. So when I encounter, or when I fight a castle and take it for the first time, so I can't just like keep on retaking castles for it, but the first time I can capture one of their monsters. If I capture more than one, then I have to release the ones that I don't pick. But I pick one, I capture it, and that's like my encounter for that route, so to speak. I can't summon monsters, I can't use monsters that I get from questing, and if a monster dies, I have to release it, or I can't, well, it's dead, but I can't use a revival stone on it. So there's no like regaining monsters after they die to kind of mimic that permadeath mode of a Nuzlocke. It was a little bit rough to start with because I left it on randomized for if they're guard castle hex or not, and it turns out when they're guarding a castle hex, it makes it really difficult to attack into it when you're worried about losing monsters. If I wasn't worried about, you know, the permadeath aspect, I could just attack right in and no problem. What normally happens when monsters die, so they die, but in this game there is a revival stone item where you can revive them and bring them back. So if, you know, your really good monsters die, you have a chance to bring them back to the field, but not in this mode. This mode, they are dead for good. don't think I want to do that just yet. I'd rather make sure that I'm fully set up first. And I really want to lure that thing up. So what I might do... yeah, let's do this. We'll put our Phoenix here. Put our Archangel here. Okay, let's turn off that speed up since they're now actually doing stuff. Okay, get you here. Get you here. Shoot him. We're gonna have to worry a little bit about Sin here. Yeah, you're too squishy to put that far forward. Can't play that aggressively with them. But I mean, 4, that still gives you a good amount of possible range. I could put the other one right here. I'm playing on hard mode. I use the custom mode option just to change number 1, the time limit, just because time limits make me antsy. I don't like them. I've never actually gone past the time limit in a game, but just it existing is like stressful. So I turned that off, and then the default is not guard castle hex, but I feel like that makes them a little bit too predictable. So my idea by turning it to randomized, sometimes guard castle hex, sometimes not, was that it would make it a little bit less predictable, at least in theory. So this game works on seasons, like every turn is a season, and in the base game there's a, I think it's like a 2.5 year time limit to beat the game in. So if you take longer than that, oh god, that did so much. Why did that do so much? If you take longer than that, then you just flat out lose. I'm a little bit worried here. Crap. Okay. Right. Why did that do so much? Ball, I am very disappointed in you. Yeah, we gotta kill this guy for sure. I think we can still do it, but we did just make our lives more difficult. I think in this one it's 12 seasons to a year, but it might be more than that. Yeah, it's long enough that, again, I've never really had to like worry about it as a limiting factor. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like if you're new to the game, hard mode can be fairly challenging. Because, you know, you're still learning the ropes and everything. Once you get used to the game, like most strategy games, I find that it becomes significantly easier. But most people that play this game would generally agree that the AI could definitely be better. Alright, I don't... because this will do more than a draw trick will, but not by that much. And I'd kind of prefer to not get counterattacked here, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's get him with that cold bite. Good, nice. So unit order is decided by the level of the leaders. Oh, damn it. I didn't realize he was going to go. So the reason why he cut in there is he's level 14, which means he's higher than Tomas here. So he goes before him. And then all the monsters on the team of whoever's going obviously go with their leader. So in this case, all of Tomas's units get to go now. Oh, you missed, really? I should have gone for the surround first, I guess. That was a misplay on my part. Yeah, you can move the monsters within the team, any order. It's just the leaders who have a set order. And then if they're tied for level, like if Tomas gets 14 here, which he did, so now basically it's just it's a coin toss of which one of these ones will go first next time. We are going to Charm Song. We might as well Charm Song Sin, right? Like, to take him off the field there? Yeah, it's literally a coin toss. I've never seen anything that, like, reliably seems to affect it. Agility doesn't seem to affect it. There's no luck stat or anything like that. Oh, it's only a 3 range for you guys? Shit. So we can't get the Koodle, huh? And you only have enough to do it once. So we're actually gonna hold off here and see if that Koodle is gonna come in. We'll do this. And hopefully it'll just pop right over here and attack like that. Yeah, sure thing. I would say the biggest thing with whichever country you pick, is there anything I could cast really quick? Yeah, let's put a resist onto you. The biggest thing is to remember is even if you're playing on hard difficulty, you have a couple turn grace period, and if you're playing on lower difficulty levels, the amount of turns goes up. But basically, at the beginning of the game, the enemy, oh god, that hurt. The enemy will never do anything. Why are you staying back there, you jerk? They will always just kind of chill out in their castle and kind of remain passive. So that gives you a really good opportunity to roll in there, and you can quest your people out. You can move your knights around to like organize your forces. Generally, you're going to want probably 3 to 4 like good 3-man armies set up to start the game with. It just depends on which country you start as, to depend on how many castles you need to hold. But definitely use that time at the beginning to set up as best as you can. The other thing I would tell you to keep in mind is when you're looking at characters to pick, the stats you really want to pay attention to. Command range is big, because if things are outside of that, they lose a bunch of stats. So if it's like a 3 or below, actually I've never seen anything below 3. If it's a 3, it's really not good. 4 is pretty good, 5 is awesome. I think there's a couple that have 6, that's like flat out amazing. Rune growth, I would honestly recommend B or higher unless they're like super high level already. Levels don't always matter too much. Like the Mana Cilicia Theocracy, for example, has this guy named Gilliam, who's like one of the worst units in the game. He's like terribly bad, but he starts as like a level 20, so I think people like pick him and get like trapped with a terrible unit all around. So definitely pay attention to those stats as you're picking people. Alright, we're gonna need to heal Will here, I believe. This is unfortunate, because I'm not going to be able to charm this thing. I didn't realize that the Mermaid Song is only 3 range, because the Siren Song is 4. And for some reason, the Caudal just decided to hang out over there and not do anything. So as much as I hate it, I think we're going to have to just rely on sheer dumb luck and see if we get the dudes. Oh, command range +1, that's really good. Any chance we can hit him with a steal? It's an 87. That's pretty decent. Let's try it. Okay, good. Do we steal the rallying horn? No, the wisdom hat. That's a decent one. Alright, do they leave anything behind? Come on, leave something. Yes, okay, we got a demon. That's fine. At turn 12, if I'm not on the castle hex, I lose. So the castle hex is important for that. It usually does not get that far. It's pretty uncommon for battles to go all the way up to turn 12. But yeah, whoever has a unit on the castle hex, once that 12th turn ends, just wins the battle. And then see, Tomas won the coin flip there, so he gets to go before Ivan, which means that we get to kill Ivan too. Bonk. Get some good XP for Tomas, that's great. I don't think I'm gonna be cross-classing Tomas here. I think I'll just keep him as a swordsman. Let's do this. We're gonna try to see if we can kill Alcin with a little bit of cheekiness here. I suppose flight wouldn't really matter too much here. Maybe throw it on here. Snake bite. Oof. Alcin just does so much damage, dude. He is a beefy boy. Stop being a beefcake, Alcin. What the hell? Alright, now we charm song him. So this hopefully stops him from moving, because he's got nothing to attack, so he also won't run away. And then we can unload on him. That's a little bit annoying, because he moved out of range for a divine ray. And by a little bit annoying, I mean that is incredibly annoying. Okay, well, let's bite him. He does a metric butt ton of damage back. Oh, he doesn't, because he's still charmed. I didn't realize that attacking doesn't get rid of charm. I thought it did. Well, that's amazing. Alright, let's see if we can get the kill with Will. Because getting him to Treasure Hunter would be pretty nice. Alcin's gotta have some items on, right? He's got some divine knuckles. We'll take those knucks. Let's steal from the... Oh, we can't steal from the shadows. Alright, well, we still want to get the kill, so let's do it. Nice bonk. Alcin says he can still fight. I don't believe him. Alright. Ine. Will hits level 19. Time to celebrate. Not like super celebrate though, because Ball let us down, man. At least we got something. It wasn't what we wanted. I wanted to get the Koodle. But, I mean, we got something. Okay, Zagust is ours. Is anybody attacking Norbas? They are. I think Mana Cilicia tried as well. Or no, not Mana Cilicia, the pirates. Alright, so they defended. They killed one of their archangels. when they were younger. Pick? Where are you? Oh, it's little kid Elena. That's adorable. Oh, and little kid Rubino. Elena, wait, stop running so fast. Aw, why does he have to run off the second we enter a forest? He does this every single time. He's probably just thinking about his home forest in Almira. Anyway, we gotta find more wild strawberries or Jew's gonna get mad at us. Oh, Jew. I guess we're gonna have more of her weird soup. She said today's soup is wild boar, but then why would she need so many wild strawberries? That sounds disgusting. I've had wild boar before, and mixing it with strawberries sounds like the worst thing in the world. I haven't a clue. Last time she said some minced carp would go well with her rabbit soup, but it was terrible. Ew, I think I'll skip it this time. Besides, Father said that his rehearsal would finish early today, so I won't be able to join you for dinner anyway. Oh no, you mean I have to eat that weird soup all by myself? Oh, stop that. You look like you're about to cry, Ruby. Come on. I'll help you find some more wild strawberries. Oh, Pick's back. Pick, where have you been? The next time you run off like that, I'm gonna make you eat Jew's soup. Be careful where you say things like that. There's no telling what that Jew might do if she heard you. Haha, well, I'll just hide behind Jew if I need to, Ruby. Is there a new game plus or something similar? Kind of. There's a creative mode and also a challenge mode that you unlock when you beat the game. So there's like kind of a thing there. Adamantine helm, alright. Gives more mobility. I can dig it. Damn, getting lots of failures this time around. Hero's headband lowers int. I don't like that. And it doesn't really give all that much in exchange, to be honest. Man, why is everybody failing? That was the fail season for me, unfortunately. You can't use the hero knights from a completed save, but the knights that you unlock, like through questing and stuff like that, you could choose them as like your starting knights, basically. So you do get kind of a reward in that sense. Yeah, I'm going to use this. Because I'm allowed to revive my knights, just not my monsters. Where's that adamantine helm? Who do I want to put that on? I'm not sure, actually. Do I just want to keep on beefing up my main force? Can put it on Lassie here. Yeah, Lassie could use an adamantine helm. That sounds pretty good. So for team assembly, I generally recommend 3 backliners. And when I say backliners, I mean people that have like usually a 2, sometimes a 3 hex spell or attack. So demons have, for example, Curse and Venom. And then my other backliners here are eventually Elena when she's an archer. But Pick is another backliner for me. They're people that are a little bit too squishy to throw on the front lines, but they can do a big amount of damage. So usually around 3 of those, and then enough frontliners to put in front of them to protect them, and then a couple of healers. So healers can be like unicorns, Pegasus, nightmares. They can be phoenixes. Phoenixes are actually great because they have an area heal, but this will heal anything that's in the area, including enemy units, so you want to be really careful with how you use it. But once you got that, anything beyond that is just kind of like flavor. As long as you got those damaging backliners and a solid enough front line to take some hits, you'll be good. Alright, let's quest out these 2 boys. Let's do our forest crew. Over here, we gotta do our knights, our ranger, and our grappler. And here we got knight, bam, bishop, bam. You're like knights to monsters. You can mix it up kind of however you want. Like you can see here, I've got a knight, which is a definite frontliner. They're tanky units, and then I have a dragon, which is also a frontliner, but then an archangel, which is a backliner / healer. So you can mix them up however you want. You just want to make sure that on your team of 3 knights that you're going to be using in that castle, that you have each element of that frontliner, backliner, healer combo going on. Alright, you're not going to be able to fit the demon on your team. So I can send you here. Actually, you won't even be able to fit the dragon, but do I have an item to increase? Yes, I do. Get 5? No, only 3. Shit. Do I have any equipment that will do it? No. Unfortunate. Usually 3. You could only bring 3 knights into a battle. So that's like your number, right? You never really want less than that, and you never really need more than that. There are some challenge modes where you only use like 2 knights, for example. But if you're new to the game, that's probably not something you're going to be doing. So yeah, 3 knights is going to be the way to go. Alright, you can... I don't want to slow my momentum too much. So let's send you over here. And you over here. We'll get our monster situation there sorted out, open up enough room to go grab the demon, and that will give us, we'll actually kind of have a little bit of a backline heavy crew with this, to be honest. More backline than I would usually like, and less frontline than I would usually like, but it's a challenge run, so not much I can do about that. Ball didn't get like any XP because he died there, unfortunately. Let's give Will this ice knife, maybe? Although it really just gives accuracy up, which he's already gonna have in spades because of his agility and stuff, so maybe I shouldn't give it to Squee over here. Because we want Squee to be more accurate. Yeah, that sounds good. And while we're at it, we can give him... I mean, none of these are really great for him. I guess we'll just give him that. Oops. More accuracy? Yes, sir. We could actually fit him out like this. We want to keep that solar fragment there. Vecna doesn't have the bonus yet, does he? Yeah, so let's give that to Squee for right now. There we go. So the 3 knights at each location, what's the optimal combo of rolls? Whatever your team needs. So like in the team that I'm putting together right now, because they're kind of light on frontline monsters, it's probably a good thing that I have frontline knights, because I've got a temple knight here who's a frontliner female class, and then I have the frontliner male class of a knight. So they kind of fill that role for you. The knights can be pretty flexible with that kind of thing. Alright, I do want to go and rename monsters. I got my my list I prepped here, because what's a Nuzlocke if you're not renaming your monsters? Names. Alright. I decided to name this one Hex. Hex is actually a name that I use in like RPGs sometimes. My original Hex was a Shadowrun character that had like rainbow hair, so this one fits, I feel like. Over here, we're going to go with Miri, because Miryoku is charm in Japanese, so Miri seems to make sense to me there. Cross these out as we go along. Oh, and then we had to change this archdemon. So I think I decided on... Yeah, I was going between Etna and Desco. I was thinking Disgaea names, but I feel like Etna would be the more logical choice, but I really don't like Etna. I think she's kind of annoying, and I want my Monomiracle to be somebody that I like, and Desco is adorable, so we're picking her. And that's this whole team, right? Yeah, we got them all named now. This dragon we just caught, so I don't have a name for them. We'll figure that out later. I did get a name for this one, I believe. Alright, so this siren, we're gonna go with Ariel. That makes sense to me. This demon is going to be Etna. And we're going to need a new demon name for the other one we just captured. But again, we'll figure that out later. I don't think I actually made a name for this unicorn. Oops. Oh well. We'll figure it out later. This team is the one that needs a lot of names, so... Frontline Knights will kind of depend on the class you're using. Like, the Knight class and Paladins, their extension, are really just meant to be tanks. They soak damage, heal, and can do a bit of damage themselves. Swordsmen, like Tomas here, are meant to do damage, more or less. They're a little bit more of like a paper tiger, glass cannon sort of thing. Thieves and the ranger line, like Will and what I currently have Ball as, are actually not quite frontliners. They're more of utility classes. And then the female variants of all those things is the same idea. Lancers are a little bit tanky, a little bit damage. The dancer class is not really meant to be a frontliner, and those are actually really the only frontliners that the female classes have. So you pretty much just put them on the front to do some damage, and more importantly to soak the hits while your backline does the big damage. Alright, so this Archangel we are naming Castiel. This Nightmare we are naming Onyx. This Sea Serpent we're naming Gyarados. I don't think it'll ever turn into a Hydra, so we will hopefully be safe doing that. Alright, our siren, or our mermaids here, so we had one of them that was Ariel. This one can be Ursula. And this one can be... Oh, do we... Aha! I want to name her, because when they're sirens, they get like the big ear flap things, and it kind of reminds me of Belveth, the new champion from League of Legends. So I'm not sure if I should just flat out name her Belveth, or if I should name her Bell. I feel like Belveth. Yeah, we're going to go with the official name. So Belveth, I think that's how it goes. Alright, next up we've got another giant snake. This one's going to be Nessie. So monsters outside their knight's command range will be significantly weaker. Yeah, they'll get a little like icon that's like a yellow diamond with like a little black like dragon shape in it. And their stats like all drop. You really don't want to move your monsters outside of your command area unless you absolutely have to. We're going to name you Follis. Another old school centaur name since we got Chiron on our team. We already have Rango here. I renamed him earlier. This nightmare we're going to name Urborg, because I always think of nightmares from Magic the Gathering. And they don't have official names. This phoenix is going to be Dumbledore. this Cyclops, even though he wasn't a Cyclops, he was like the boss of the Cyclops. They worked at his forge. So this one's going to be Hephaestus. Hephaestus. Again, I'm bad with pronunciations. And I think we have one more nightmare somewhere waiting for renaming. So I think he's over here. And this will be our last one. Yeah, and this one we're going to name Kuro, which is, of course, black in Japanese, because I have no imagination. I had to think of a bunch of names, alright? I ran out of ideas. Don't give me a hard time. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I actually hate the sound of my own voice. Like, I think a lot of people hate the sound of their own voice. So it's nice of you to say that. Alright, I think we're all set up here for our end phase. Yeah, we got everybody quested out. We got 3 knights in all of our enemy-facing castles. Let's end this phase and see if we can take out Gustava. Oh, I didn't see the last question, sorry. So dead monsters stay dead in like graveyard unless you use the redstone. Yeah, actually once we do this attack step here, remind me and I'll show you what that looks like. But there's like a screen when you go to use the revive stone that'll show you like the monsters you can revive. So they're just kind of like non-existent until you do that. And the resurrection stones you can get from quests. Alright, so I feel like we're definitely attacking here regardless of what they have. Oh yeah, this is going to be an easy one. I just hope that we are the ones that get it. I don't think anybody has higher combat power than us, so we should be okay. What's our battlefield going to look like here? Oh, we got a little bit of water. That's good. As long as they aren't guarding the castle hex, we could maybe make use of that to charm something and steal it. Is there a capacity in the graveyard? Not that I'm aware of. That's never come up for me in the past. But I've never seen any kind of like limit or anything like that. Shinobi Tribe actually has like some stuff. I'd like to steal like Lamore here would be a pretty good steal. Let's do it. This I think might be a little bit of a tough battle because they got a lot of green and we've got a lot of blue. And we're actually much closer in combat power than I thought we were going to be. But we got a pretty straightforward combat area at least. What happens if a knight dies? So that's what happened to Ball in that last turn. They get wounded and you can't use them for a turn. The only reason why I can use Ball right now is I had an item that lets you revive a wounded knight immediately. So I used that because I wanted to make sure that I got this attack in. And I wanted to be the one that took out Gustava. But yeah, usually they're wounded for a turn. Their monsters stay with them. But they can't do it. Like, they can't quest, they can't attack, they can't move. They're just kind of there. And then when they die during battle, they might leave some of their monsters behind. After a turn, they're back to normal. You know, they're fighting shape again, and they could do their thing. Man, I had just softened Cornhorn up enough to take it, and now they have unsoftened it. I guess we'll just do our usual tactic of trying to kill some stuff. But yeah, that's how I capture monsters for this challenge, is like, so here basically what I'm going to try to do is, so if I wound Tim, all of his people will actually retreat because he's the faction leader. But specifically these two monsters, there's a 15% chance per monster that they'll get left behind. And then if I win the battle, those monsters will be in the standby position over here when I take the castle. If you charm a monster and then kill the leader while the monster's charmed, it's a 100% chance that the monster will stay behind. So that's my goal here, is to be able to pull that off. Alright, we got some tough and important battles we're gonna be doing here. Let's end this phase and see how they go. Alright, Koalupa is our first one. We want to be stealing their monomerical man-eater here if we can, if we get to choose. Yeah, you gotta take over everything. You gotta defeat all the enemies, and then there's, I won't spoil it for story stuff, but there's some story things that happen at the end too. Lady Talia of the Shinobi, please stand down. There's still another path. Join Norzaleo and we can fight together. How long is an average playthrough? I actually don't know, honestly. I never really pay attention, and I have the bad habit of like leaving the game on and doing other stuff because like if I get interrupted, so I can't even really look at like my playtime to figure it out because that's not always playtime. I want to guess maybe around like 15 to 20 hours, I would think. I don't know about that. Can someone who has known freedom since the moment he was born ever truly imagine a world without it like ours? Then please tell me, what happens after your war for freedom? Will there be peace as well as freedom? I wish to bring justice back to Runersia, and with it, everlasting peace. 27 to 28, yeah, so a little bit more than I thought. Justice, justice, is that all you ever say? There cannot be true peace unless everyone is granted freedom. How can I trust someone who doesn't understand that? Man, I love the Shinobi tribe. They are definitely my favorite. She's absolutely right. Rubino's always justice, justice, justice. All he talks about. He loves him some justice. Alright, so let's get you here. We'll get Lassie up here. Yeah, it's something that they kept from like the base Brigandine game, Brigandine Legend of Frosina, back in like the 90s. And I never liked it in that game either, even though I love this game in general. The time limit just always seemed like really arbitrary and unnecessary in my eyes. So yeah, turning it off just seems like the easiest way. I'm glad they at least gave the option to turn it off. In the base game, that option did not exist. I just really don't like time limits in strategy games. I play strategy games because like I like to take time and plan out my moves and stuff like that. And putting a, in my opinion, arbitrary time limit on it just kind of ruins that. That's the reason why I love XCOM, but I really just don't enjoy playing XCOM 2. Because in the first XCOM, they had like some timed missions, and I didn't like it, but I was like, whatever, I can deal with it. And then in XCOM 2, like every mission is a timed mission. And that's just dumb. Let's see. Should we just run it down 4 here? Or actually maybe like this? Yeah. Throw you here. Let's get Krokgar right there. Okay, Rubino up in the front. Got 2 up there, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll get Gobstopper up on that side. Lassie here. Who are you thinking of picking for your first playthrough, by the way, now that you've gotten through the tutorial part? It looks like they might be guarding that castle hex. Maybe. Do I want to go down one? Actually, might want to switch places with Elena here. So I go here and she goes here. Yeah. Is that where I want to be though? Gonna have 2 above and 2 below. Yeah, that works. You could always just go by color. Which color faction were you thinking of picking? Alright, so you would... Yeah, you would end up here, because I'm switching with Elena. Okay. Boop. And... boop. Yep. You got Orange, who are the pirate nation. You've got Purple, who is the kind of like religious dogma country. You've got Black, who are the people that I'm going to be killing in the next battle, who are kind of like an autocratic state up in the north. You got Blue, who I am, and they're kind of like the default country, a little bit vanilla, but kind of like an industrial center in terms of, you know, the industry they're going to have in this setting. You got Red, who's like a little bit religious, but also kind of like a little bit of like an oligarchy. And then the Shinobi Nation, who's like a group of mercenaries that hang out in this forest in the middle. Yeah, Blue is Norzaleo. They are pretty fun. They have a nice mix of like some project knights to start with, but also some stronger ones as well. Alright, I guess we're just gonna walk right into them since they are guarding that castle hex. So, who we want to kill? I guess we'll go on this one. Rubino starts out at a low level, that's the leader here, but I am rapidly coming to appreciate how strong this guy gets. I never, like the AI never really does a great job at getting him to that high of a level. I'll usually kill them before they can do that, and man, this guy is strong. Ooh, that's a pretty low chance, but we're going to try to bonk him anyway. Nice job, Lassie, with the crit. The colored icon in the top right. Like this one right here, the 13 versus 14. That's the, like, how many units I have on the field versus how many they have on the field. If that's not the icon you're talking about, let me know and I'll try to figure it out. This thing can do more damage than I would like it to do, but I think we're going to be safe. Oh, the colored spheres. You mean, hold on, let me... You mean these ones down here? That's the, those are the element orbs. So, this game, like a lot of them, has an element system. So red beats blue, blue beats green, red beats green, green beats blue, blue beats red. And then there's white and black as well, which just beat each other, but the other ones they're neutral to. And the more orbs you have of a color, the more of an impact it has. You know, I should have used Krokgar first there. I can still move him around up here, though, because he's got his double move. getting all those defense skills. Crockgar rocking it. More like Rockgar. Got him. Alright, Toby, what you gonna do? You're stuck back there. All you can do is Sonic combo. Why would you... What? Why would you Dragon Roar? It only hit your own units. What? I mean, the AI in this game can be pretty bad sometimes, but I've never seen it be that aggressively bad. Like, I can't see any world in which that was a good move on their part. How weird. Huh. Okay. Well. Okay, he's got that holy word going. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, it is nice that it shows you a graphical representation of that. Halo, okay. That must have been a really damn low chance for that to hit, too. Man, that was a bummer. Okay, well, we can get some kills and stuff going for us now, at least. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Ice Breath first. Give him the bonk. And then we're gonna Curse to take that out. I'm usually pretty good at keeping everyone alive. I've lost one unit so far in this challenge run. So for the most part, I've been holding out. Alright, what do I want to take out here? I could take out their gremlin, which might be a good idea. I gotta balance taking their stuff out with also, like, I want to steal some of this stuff. Like, I don't want to take out Lamore here, because I would like to steal Lamore from them eventually. Yeah, let's Icicle Shot into this gremlin, because then we could Fire Breath it. Nice, and we get the Feint. Oh, and also Pick healed his own paralysis. That's good. Alright, well, we can't get over that mountain, so you're just going to hang tight back there. You are going to Pain Cross to kill Kokak here. Yeah, it can get kind of stressful keeping everybody alive every now and then, but I usually can pull it off. Let's get a Fire Breath going through. Is that going to kill the gremlin? Not quite. So when you defeat their Rune Knights, the monsters under their control have a 15% chance of being left behind. And if they have status effects, it increases it, the most important one being Charm, which makes it a 100% chance of being left behind. Alright, let's move him into the Healing Roar range. And then this is why Phoenixes are awesome. Because all my people are super hurt, and now they're not. Okay. What do I want to do now? I think I'll throw a rock with Karn here. It's probably not going to hit. I mean, 38% chance is really low, but he can't really do anything else, so we'll just do a Hail Mary here. Yeah, didn't expect that to hit. Healing Roar is a Phoenix-only ability. So rocks, which I just killed one earlier, and there's none left in here, so I can't show an example right now. But rocks are a kind of like frontline-y flying unit. But when they class up, they could either become a Cymurg, which is a frontliner, or the, in my opinion, vastly superior Phoenix because of the area heal ability it just showed off. Alright, let's Frost Truffavern. Then I think we could actually just flat out take the dude out. Because we can Frost. And then we could Thunder because we have a react we can use. Damn, that almost just kills on its own. Yeah. And then we react for the second Thunder. I think this is going to have to be a weakening battle right here. I'm not sure if I want to commit to actually trying to get a Rune Knight kill on this. I guess if I wanted to, I probably should have double thundered Toby right there. But yeah, I think focusing on taking down knights is more important to me right now. Or not knights, monsters. Yeah, so usually you're either going to have them in a straight line like I have them here, or like a kind of diagonal. It just depends on how you're approaching the enemy. Like there's other, like you can go with like a wedge formation or like an inverted wedge, and like there's all these other things you can do. I just usually find the straightforward like line of beef followed by line of damage works out pretty well. Oh, and healing roar is 70 MP. Oh, she's holy wording again, just wasting that MP really. Although that being said, man, Pick is squishy. I gotta keep in mind how squishy Pick is. Yeah, like your archers and your spellcasters and stuff. Alright, so he's level 14, so Pick will go before him now. Should we just call it quits at this point? We've gotten a few really good kills on him. I would like to maybe also take out Maves here, Maves. We can probably do that as we retreat. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. So we're gonna Glacial Fury because it does more damage than the Breath. Yeah, the surround mechanic is sometimes vital. Like Toby over here is a dodge machine. Like I could even show if I try to icicle shot him right now. This is with like a really good unit, and I have a 35% chance to hit him. So if you want to hit Toby with a physical attack, you kind of have to surround. On this particular battlefield, that's not really an option because of the way this like funneled choke point works. But in general, absolutely want to use that. Good job, Desco, bringing out the damage. Nice little parting tail chain for you there. Yes, spellcasters against high evasion. So like if I were to try to frost against the same target, there's no accuracy because it just always hits. So that's the way to go on those ones. Alright, let's retreat back to Garwellin. We have achieved our short-term goal here. Who do we want to give the kill to on this thing? I mean, Karn if I can, right? So in the meantime, I guess we could take out Alondro here. This seems like a fair enough move. Get him with the bonk. He gets me paralyzed, but that's okay, because we're retreating anyway. Swing with some glory. Nice defense, good job, Krokgar. Will Flame get the kill from here? No, not quite. Yeah, for this one, because Shinobi's been building up for a while, if I was doing a non-challenge mode run, and I wasn't trying to, like, capture monsters, for example, I would definitely still be able to win this battle. But the thing is, I've expended a good amount of my resources just taking out, like, their front line, and they've got, like, a secondary front line to bring in. So rather than risking, you know, losing a monster and not being able to capture anything, I'm just going to take out some of their stuff, and next time I attack them, they'll be squishier. I guess we could just, like, throw a silence down. Oh yeah, it's absolutely possible to win if your CP is lower, especially if you're on the defensive. It's definitely not going to be a walk in the park, but oh, come on, Karn, I saved that for you and everything. I guess we can give it to Miri here. That's a letdown. I wanted Karn to get that XP. In fact, when you unlock challenge mode, you get all kinds of, like, ridiculous challenges, like winning battles with only one rune knight, and you get bonuses if you win a battle against people that have a higher CP than you do, and, like, all that kind of stuff. In battle, there's actually no way to recover CP except for Pick here has this special ability that is only for Pick, where if he's in the battle with Elena, then he recovers max MP every turn. But aside from that, you have as much as you start with, and that's all you get for that particular battle. Alright, going back home. Yeah, Talia, true freedom, we get it. I'll get you next time. We got some good XP there, though, and more importantly, we got some good kills. We took out some of their stuff. Yeah, look at that. Tier 2, Tier 2, Tier 2. This was actually a level 11, and that was a level 10, so they would have been Tier 2s after this combat. Oh, because I retreated, it counts as a defeat. I would definitely say this was a victory on my end because of how much stuff I killed from theirs, but I didn't take over the castle, so it says defeat. Alright, here we go, attacking Norbass. This will be the end of Gustava. Their final battle. Let's send our boys in, the questing crew. Oh! Sweet! Tomas gets to actually fight Dizenis. Excellent. Dizenis, this is for my father! I can feel it. I can feel the rage emanating from your blade. It speaks to me. Dizenis looks so cool. I wish he was better, because he looks so awesome. It is not just rage. This is restitution. It is time for you to pay for all the blood you have spilled. Huh. You think you can defeat me with such flimsy resolve? Don't make me laugh. Those who search for reason and power are destined for defeat. You will be erased from the pages of history and forgotten. Why retreat? Because with the challenge I have going on, if I kept on going, I probably would have won, but I wouldn't have captured a monster, most likely, and I might have lost one of my own monsters, so it was just strategically better to back off. It matters not whether you or someone else were to cut me down. So long as you fall first, then I can leave this world without any regrets. I see. Very well. Go ahead and try it then. I shall bathe my blade in your blood today. Father, I am afraid I must go against your teachings this day, but I do this for you. I'm glad that I got that interaction before Daizenus disappeared. I think we're going to wait until after we get past this forest chokehold to organize our troops. Because they're going to get caught up when they get to that chokehold anyway. Let's send you around this way because we want to be utilizing that water as much as possible. The max number of monsters per team, it kind of is determined by the rune power of your rune knights, because that determines how many monsters they can hold. But there is actually a max number of monsters that each knight can have. I'm pretty sure it's 6. You can't go past 6 monsters. So if you did 6 ghouls or something, you couldn't have an army of 20 ghouls on your team or something like that. So I guess the max would be 18 because you got 3 times 6. Alright, let's set up shop right here, I think. We'll kind of try to focus a bit more on getting on the water side of things. So maybe we actually kind of set up along here, and we could put our mermaids in the back there. It would be nice to take this sea serpent, have another frontliner. Gotta get the mermaids to the water ASAP. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, and Urberg, get on in here. Alright. I think we're gonna hold tight where we are for just a moment, because we need our backline people to catch up a little bit more. Yeah, get these guys all set up. Yeah, I don't want to provoke them into moving forward. Alright, so now I think we can start moving into place. I learned my lesson with Ball last time. We're not going to put him super frontline. Hephaestus. The frontliners, it usually comes out to 5 or 6 pretty solid frontliners. And then 3 of the backliners. And then utility, you're going to have probably a good solid 2 or 3, maybe 2 to 4 utility people. And beyond that, it's all down to personal taste. Are they gonna be guarding that castle hex super religiously? Because that's gonna be annoying if they are. Let's see. If we draw trick them, will that pull them in? How many healers? I usually like to have at least 2 healers. Sometimes 3 is necessary, but it kind of starts to become overkill at a certain point. Because if they're not healing, then they just kind of do nothing. And that's never a good situation to be in. Oh, look at that. Apparently I'm popular enough to have a spam bot with my 2 viewers going on right now. That's annoying. Do I... Let's see, I should have the option to get rid of that, right? I actually have no idea how to, though. Yeah, I've never had to delete a message before, so I don't actually know how to do it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'll just leave it there. That's weird though. Can't imagine they're going to be getting... Oh crap, well, it distracted me enough to not move Castiel, so I guess it did something. Apparently Tim over here hired a chatbot to screw up my concentration. Let's get you over here. We could pop you over here, I guess. And then these ones we want here. You know what? I could. Well, we gotta be careful. Let's be cognizant of his movement. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move him here. Wait, what magic does he have? Oh, he has charm! I honestly didn't realize that rangers had charm. That makes my life potentially easier. Let's keep you there. Okay, we'll hang tight and see if they come at me. There we go. Okay, that's good. Tim, do the same thing? Damn it. No. Tim, you bastard. You were supposed to charge. And man, do I wish I had my Archangel in place, because a Divine Ray onto Dezenis would be the cat's meow, as they say. Yeah, let's do this. Then we can move you back to here. And then we're gonna go in for the kill on Ginger. So the ABC thing is just showing you, so like, right now A is going, who is Will, and that's just the order I chose him at the start. So all of Will's monsters are marked with an A to show me, like, you know, who controls those monsters. And that's why, like, cause, Dezenis and Ginger on their team don't have any monsters, so it's just them. So that's what the ABC is. And then the turn order just comes down to levels. So Dezenis and Tim are the highest level, so they're always going to go before me because they're 23 and 20. And then it goes to Will because he's level 19, and then to Tomas because he's level 15, and just so on down the line that way. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put you right here so you can do that next turn. And we discovered last time that people don't counterattack when they are charmed, so we're going to Charm Song up Dezenis here, so we can attack him with impunity. And you're ready to be a siren now, that's great. Any chance you can hit here? I mean, it's a really big coin toss for you. It's less of a coin toss here. Wait a minute. He's going to counterattack here. Why didn't Elson counterattack when I attacked him and he was charmed? Color me confused. Okay, I figured that miss was going to happen. I mean, I should probably get the kill with Tomas for the experience. I want him to be attacking into Dezenis for the sake of flavor, but, you know, whatever. Ooh, white robe acquired. Nice. We don't care about flavor when it comes to challenge runs. Alright, let's find out. Controlled experiment here. Is he going to counterattack? No, he doesn't. So it shows the counterattack, but he doesn't actually do it. Okay. There's no point attacking Tim right now, because he'll just heal up 100 for being on the castle hex. Oh, those are the leaders. So that C is Ball, who's the leader of the C troop. So those are just showing you that those are rune knights. Guess just hang out there. And you can notice I've got the I'm using the surround tactic on Dizenis here. Just to, like, because for example, Cyclops don't hit very well, so I'm guaranteeing that hit more or less. So when the opportunity presents itself, it is definitely a good thing to utilize. So to differentiate between C attacking and C defending, is it by the color of the health bar? Yeah, exactly. So I've got blue because I'm on the blue side, and then Gustava gets assigned black, so they get kind of like a grayish bar, because I'm assuming a black bar would be confusing. I don't want this guy to move out of range of my Archangel, so let's draw trick him up a space. Although, he would have maybe gone down and attacked. No, he wouldn't have been able to, because he'd only be able to move one hex down, so he wouldn't have been able to get to Tim anyway. Alright, let's stay here so that we don't have our nightmare out of rune area. Hey, that was okay. I thought he was going to heal himself right there, but he healed me. That was excellent. I'll take that any day of the week. That is great news. Alright, so now we can nuke him. Yeah, so he's charmed right now, so he'll just take an action to support me. Whatever that action might be. Since he couldn't attack, it looks like that action was just throwing a heal down for me. I mean, that's a solid Divine Ray. I'd still have 2 more to hit Tim with, and 6 turns. Yeah, I feel like that's probably what we're going to want to do right here. Well, this one I'm just trying to mitigate him, because Dizenis is actually, like, fairly powerful, and I didn't want to get, like, super wrecked by him. My plan, though, is to try to charm Rusalka here, and then take out Tim after that. So I'm kind of trying to get Dizenis out of the way, and then move into position to mess up Tim. That is a good question. I'm not actually sure how many turns Charm lasts. I think it's random. It lasts at least 1, and then beyond that, I'm not 100% positive. Let's throw a water breath down. Actually, that's kind of a waste of my MP right now. Because he's on a castle hex, so he'll heal 100 each turn. I would like, if we can, to let Tomas get the kill on Dizenis, both for XP and, again, for the sake of flavor. I mean, I do like lore and flavor as much as it's possible to get it in there, so if I can, I might as well, right? And right now I'm softening him up because he has the chance to block attacks and lower damage. He's only gonna do 1 damage, are you kidding me? I guess I can go shoot that, yeah. So let's try to get this and hopefully he doesn't block it. If he does block it, is it half damage? Yeah, reduce damage by half. Alright, Tomas, this is your chance. Don't let him block you. Yeah, buddy, there we go. Flavor and XP. I mean, the XP, mechanically speaking, is more important. But the flavor, getting that lore kill right there. He gets revenge for his dad. Okay, let's get you ready to breathe on him from here. We can throw you over into here. Oh, and you know what? I could actually draw trick him off of the castle hex. That would be good, yeah. Okay. Stay decently far out of his range here. No need to move into it. You can... This will probably be where I want you. Yeah. And then you can move around to this side to put some heals down. I don't actually know how many seasons in I am on this playthrough. I wonder if I could probably check if I go to like the save screen. He's cursing, okay. Tim, don't you know that it is rude to curse? We're on Twitch right now. I'd appreciate it if you'd keep it PG-13. Thank you kindly. Jeez, Tim. Alright, so if I try to save right now, let's just like save here. Year 781, season 19. Oh, you know what? Maybe a year is 24 seasons then. Yeah, I think a year is 24 seasons, which would mean that I'm 19 seasons in, because I think you start out on year 781, season 1. So I'm going to guess 19. Yeah. Alright, can you get the charm off on this dude? You got a 42% chance. Can I do anything to improve that chance? Reduces magic power and resistance. Would that make my charm chance go higher? I actually don't know. We'll find out. It does significantly higher. Okay. You gotta get this, buddy. There we go. That's good. That is good. Okay. And then we're actually gonna move you out of the way because you got hurt pretty bad right there. We're gonna move our Archangel Castiel in right here. Wait, how much MP does Tim have left? He's got 190 left, so he could still curse. If you're starting out on hard, I would definitely recommend just kind of take it slow. don't feel like you have to like take over every single castle all at once or anything like that. Don't be afraid to retreat like I did in that one battle, right? If you're like, I'm not sure if I can handle this, it's better to keep your strong stuff alive. I would definitely keep that in the forefront of your mind. I also think it's really important to pick your targets and focus things down, because the easiest way to kind of dilute your power in a battle is to like constantly be switching targets and like not really going for the kill. It's a thing I learned playing D&D a long time ago, which is a monster at 10% HP and a monster at 100% HP both do the same amount of damage, right? So you might as well just focus down and get those kills. Oof, that is a low hit chance you got there, buddy. If I move you here, we can get the surround off. Yeah, okay, so we're going to do that. The PG-13 comment was hilarious. Thank you. I mean, I always think I'm hilarious, but I often get told that I tell terrible dad jokes, but I can't help it. I am a dad. Wait, what? How is that not a surround? We are... Oh, because we're not threatening this hex. Damn. I thought we were threatening that hex. I needed to move him one more over. Shoot. Well, it's not a huge deal if we don't kill him this turn. But especially now that I've put my dude in danger, I would kind of like to. Let's swift stance. I was lecturing somebody in chat about cursing. No, I myself curse too much to do that. Can you actually hit for some damage here? Not really. You got 24%. Let's just move you in the way, I guess, because I think what we're gonna do is draw trick him out. So if we're gonna do that, 1, 2, 3, draw trick, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Okay, so we draw trick you guys. Bonk. Okay. Now we move ourselves out of threat zone. This actually gets the encirclement off on you, but it then puts you in a dangerous position because he could get double cursed, which I really don't want to have to deal with. Alright, well here's what we're going to do over here. I think Healing Roar is definitely called for because we got a couple of leaders who are low. Can we weakness him? No, we're too far away. We do have to worry about Ball getting super focused down. What we're going to do is we're going to put you here to threaten. They can't 100 to 0 you, there's no way. Okay, so they're going after leader there anyway. Uh-oh, that's a big move. Oof! Okay, we're still alive, it's alright. Got the big crit on the Archdemon. Good job, Charmed Sea Serpent. You're doing your job. Okay, so... yeah, I feel like retreating tactically is like the biggest like tip I can give in almost any strategy game. I feel like people feel like they commit to something and they just have to see it through, right? They gotta win no matter what or else they lose. And sometimes retreating is just the best option. You don't want to get stuck in that sunk cost fallacy. Especially like if you lose a monster and you're like, well now if I retreat, I lost that monster for nothing. But if you lose more monsters trying to make up for that one monster, You're just making the problem worse. 98%, that's pretty damn good. Let's do this though, we'll weakness him. And we'll draw trick kill now. It will, but you know what will also kill? Shadow steal. Can steal an item from him. I like that. Let's do it. Bonk. Steel helm, that is the worst thing we could have gotten. But I mean, we were stealing and we got a steel helm, so sure. Alright. You are now a treasure hunter. We got our Rusalka. We got Gustava defeated. That actually was surprisingly tough, Will. You are correct. Big victory right there. That was a good one. Ursula can be a siren now too. So steel is just for like the thief, ranger, treasure hunter classes, and it's if you defeat them, you're guaranteed to take one of their items. So you can look and see what items they have, but it just kind of randomly picks one of their items and steals it for you if you kill them with it. Alright, and now Gustava is gone. They were erased from the history of Runersia. We get an achievement. Gustava after the fall. Runersia, year 781, season 19. The Holy Gustava Empire was erased from the history of Runersia. When the empire collapsed, its people scattered to the far corners of the continent. They were defeated as soundly as they were during the Gustav incident, putting an end to the family once and for all. However, there are some who still believe remnants remain, hiding under a false name, plotting their return to power. So yeah, some of the enemy knights will join your team after they're defeated. Whatever the truth of the matter may be, one knight who fought against him in his final battle left behind a message. You can't get any of like their core knights, like Sin or Tim or Ginger, for example. Like nobody gets those, but they're kind of tertiary knights. You get some of them. My fellow knights, through our exchange of blows, I came to understand my foe. Though many were unable to see past his country's poor history, he was far from deserving of our pity. Oh, he was. Okay, that makes more sense. He was far from deserving of our pity. On the contrary, he comported himself with the utmost nobility. I shall remember his name until my final breath. Tim Gustav. I still, I don't know, they're described as autocrats, but they don't feel like it. Though he was the only one without a Brigandine, Tim Gustav managed to build an empire capable of standing on equal footing with the other great nations. Though his time may have been short, the story of his deeds was passed down from one generation to the next, spreading across all of Runersia. Alright, and we get to see what happens in the aftermath next time, because we got to get Cornworn this time. Well, we're not going to take Cornworn. This is another tactical battle just to get some XP. It is guaranteed for the capturable knights. In fact, I think it's even guaranteed which knights you get, because the country that defeats the country gets certain knights, and then like the other countries also get knights, and I think it's set in stone which are which, but I'm not sure. Oh, I'm bummed that Grados doesn't have like an interaction with Medessa. Maybe he does with Della. So Grados' whole thing is like he sneezes whenever he starts like talking to a pretty woman, basically. And the Shinobi tribe are all about, as you can see here, pretty women. So I was really hoping Grados would have some kind of interaction with that, but he didn't. Alright, let's charge it in, speed it up so we're not waiting on the walk. It looks like they're not on guard castle hex at least. Yeah, there's no way they're on guard castle hex, not moving that aggressively. Alright, Jew getting on up there. Squee, Chiron, and Gargos. Oh wow, okay. They are actually on crazy aggressive mode. I was not ready for how aggressive they're being. This might be like the most aggressive they've been. Let's fall back a little bit and regroup in the background here. Yeah, early on, the XP questing option is pretty good to get your knights to like level 10 or to get your monsters to level 10. But after that, I find that it's just better to go into battle and target their troops down. Oof, I don't like the damage that they're getting in here. They've never crossed this bridge, like, ever, much less doing it when I was all the way back here. Okay, let's put you on standby. We'll pop you in over here. And then we can do like squee and stuff over there. So we can throw you down here. Yeah, once you hit level 10, the XP questing option gets a lower chance to give you an excellent result, which gives you more XP. So it kind of has like diminishing returns going on. Kind of want to put Vecna in this slot right here if I can. Then maybe Tormod here so I can throw down Gargos back here. Okay, that sounds good. Oh man, the questing is a whole thing. Let me finish this battle, and I think it'll be easier just to show you, because it can be really confusing when you don't know how it works. But once you know how it works, it's pretty straightforward. Holy crap, they are like ultra aggressive right now. What is going on in life? Okay, let's throw a weakness on Carla here and see if we can just smack the shit out of her. Like, is that an option for us here? I mean, we can get a surround on her. We frosted her. Yeah, her smackbacks aren't going to do much damage because of the weakness I got on her. And this forest kind of helps protect me a little bit. Oh, I don't like getting crit there. That is not fun, but that's okay. We're getting some good damage on her. That's fine. That's not as fine, but still kind of fine. Especially if we get that crit for draining them. Don't like the amount of mobility they have. But I'm gonna be mostly safe after this, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get the kill on her, so we'll be good there. If you thunder, you can't also react. Unfortunate. So I guess what I could do is Divine Ray into Carla. Nice, level 25. Good job, Grados. And then Iron Puncher? Hold up, do you have Paralyze? No. You've got Silent, you've got Protect, you've got React. Now you've got Charm. I would like to give Goliath the kill, but I think it would actually be smarter to try to get a charm off on like one of their wyverns, for example. Because that way I guarantee I get something out of this, because at this point, since they're doing a suicide charge against me, I think it's a safe bet that I can take their stuff a little bit. Oh yeah, it's no problem at all. Like I said before, I really love this game, so I want to encourage as many new fans of it as possible, because that means more support for the game and more possibility for like DLCs and future ones. So I am always glad to answer questions. In fact, let me really quickly get the Discord link. There's a Brigandine Discord. It's not my Discord, but I'm on it. So copy. And they are really helpful and cool as well, so it might be a good place to check out if you're into the game and you decide you want to play more of it. There's some good stuff there. There's some other people that do like challenge runs and videos and stuff, so they're always cool to check out as well. Alright, should I grab a dog or a wyvern? She's got a 100% chance on any of these. I wish I had better options here. I don't think I really have any dogs so far. I've got at least one wyvern. I don't think I have any hounds. So 56, 62. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's also 56, 62. Okay. These are like identical wyverns. I think we're gonna get the dog. I think a wyvern overall might be better than a dog, but I don't think we have a dog yet, so let's get a dog. Alright, now we frost Carla and get her out of our life. Goodbye, Carla. We don't need you. Oh, we got her fine mail. Excellent. Over limit. So sleepy. Carla's awesome too. Man, I want to play Shinobi again. Oh, hey, look, we got a wyvern as well, so we can decide after this which one we want. Okay, we can killer shot Yura. Ooh, nice crit. Good job, Chiron. Squee, there's no way you get the kill from this range, right? Okay. Gargos, can you not kill her? Okay. Is she gonna go if... Oh! Yeah, I kind of Well, I don't want Vecna to get that kill because he'd overlevel, but I want Tormod to get that kill. So let's do this. We'll Despair Wave her. Give her a nice bonk. They don't have any disadvantages attacking point blank, but they are fairly squishy, as you're seeing right here. They're not quite as squishy as like a mage or a cleric, for example. But yeah, you don't really want them to be frontlining because they're gonna get hurt doing that. Okay, I want to leave that space open for Vecna to get in there, or no, for Tormod to get in there ideally. I could have gotten Squee that kill and probably gotten him to Shadow Goblin, but liches. Yeah, I really like monster variety in games, and there's a pretty good variety in this one. That's one of the things that I'm really hoping that there are going to be like DLC and stuff for, actually, is like maybe adding a little bit more monsters to it, because once you played it for a while, then you're kind of used to all the monsters and you kind of want some new stuff. Alright, we can frost her. Ooh, is she now out of kill range though? That would be unfortunate if it was the case. I have heard of Mountain Blade, yes. I have seen it played. I've watched some YouTube like Let's Plays of it, but I have never actually played it myself. Damn it! I needed that hit! Ah! I don't think we could actually get the kill now. Yeah, we can't get the kill now. Damn! Alright, well, let's definitely move Tormod back. I mean, we're gonna get the kill on our next go-around, so I guess we can give it to Squee after all. Unless she, you know, runs away, which is a possibility. But yeah, it does look like the kind of game I don't know, it's one of those things, like, I feel the same way about Crusader Kings, where I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I think I would really like that game. But, I don't know, it just feels like almost intimidating to get into. So I end up not getting into it. Hey, you leave Cheshire alone. He didn't do anything to you. That's not very nice. He's just hanging back here trying to be a cool little gremlin. There's no need to be smacking him with your tail like that. Did anybody ever teach you manners? It's not nice to smack people with your tail. Alright, so Goliath, you want to punch a dog? Yeah, you want to punch a dog. Good job, Goliath. Nice dog punching. Yeah, she's too far away to even try to steal that stuff. It's fine, we got one thing already. Big bonk. The army system reminds me of Mountain Blade, which I... okay. Yeah, tactical turn-based RPGs are like one of my favorite genres. It's a depressingly small genre because it's not like, you know, super duper popular, but I think it's great. It depends on the frontliner. So basically when you take a hit, your intelligence is what determines how well you take it. So like golems, for example, are beef shields for physical damage, but they have 0 intelligence, so if they get hit with magic, it hurts. Whereas like Grotto's here, for example, he's got 104 int, so throwing a spell at him doesn't really do all that much. Alright, we'll just move Cheshire. Actually, I want to make sure that he's not in range of anything. Yeah, moving him over there would put him in range of that. So just all the way back. Get out of danger, Cheshire. We don't want that life for you. Alright, I would really like Squee to get this kill if he can. I don't know if he can, but if he can, I would like him to get it. Nice smack. Just breathe some water on him. I think it's more common for rune knights to have high int. So I guess frontliners with like really high int aren't like crazy common. That being said, I mean, like, there's some decent int out there. Like, you know, 60 is not terrible. It's really just a matter of making sure that you're cognizant of, like, if something's in range to do. The really strong single target spells are all 2 range. Like Curse, Divine Ray, Exoblast. So it's just a matter of, like, keeping an eye on what could potentially be focused down. And keeping your stuff healthy enough to avoid that. I might have actually lost my... Oh no, I didn't lose my chance, okay. Because she can just annihilate Braw's Hound here. And then... No! I'm very disappointed in myself right now. That was a big screw up on my part. I meant to move Squee and attack with him, and instead I just ended his turn. Whoo, buddy. Okay, can you do 103? In theory, yes. In practice, I'm not so sure. And I don't really know if I want to risk it. Here's what we'll do. This might overlevel Vecna a little bit. Okay, he's definitely level 20. He can be a Lich now. He's not over-leveling, that's good. So we're going to try to give the kill to Tormod. But if he misses, we can give it to Sugar over there. Or not Sugar, Leonora. Yes! Alright, Tormod gets it. We get the alloy gloves. We're stealing all the items right now. Yura is retreating. Get a couple levels there. You know, I don't think I'm ever gonna steal this high centaur. Let's just do some damage on it so we can get the kill. Our poor nightmare over there is paralyzed. We actually need to be concerned about whether or not they decide to get some kills on the way out of their own. Okay, good. Sieve is down. That's good. Bonk Tor there. Oof. He's paralyzing all of our people. I should have come in with Goliath because he can't be paralyzed. Well, you punched a dog last time. How about punching an imp this time? Nope, that's okay. You got the dog punch, which is what you needed. Yeah, look at that physical attack. 1 damage. I mean, it is from an imp, but... Do you have enough for an area heal? Let's do an area heal. keep our backline a little bit healthy. I am increasingly worried about Kuro over here, but they really only have one strong attacker to hit Kuro. I mean, they've got to be retreating here, right? There's no way they stick around. Nice hit, Squee. Sorry that I deprived you of your rightful XP earlier. My bad. Nice crit, Chiron. That was actually fairly important. Because now we can get this around and really let them know, hey, you should probably get the hell out of Dodge. Oh, okay, well, I mean, the threat's there at least. We're threatening them. She's sticking around. Okay, good. She didn't Divine Ray Kuro. Oh my goodness, that would have been so bad. Okay, they missed. Can we charm that? So tier 1 archers will have 2 range, tier 3 have 3, and I think tier 2 have 3, and tier 3 I'm pretty sure have 4. I'm actually not 100% on that, but I think so. I think it's worth trying for the charm here. I'm not sure if we'll get it, but trying seems worthwhile. Damn. I really want to take that thing if I can. We don't really want Vecna going in. Tormod, that's fine. What int do archers generally have? I think they have okay int, because they do have some spells they can cast. So they're not really like dedicated spellcasters, but they have some, so they're gonna have it like okay int. Yeah, in fact, tier 3 archers are actually called snipers, if I recall correctly. Alright, you can throw a Divine Ray down on her, which seems like a good idea. I think we're gonna do that. Yep, 225, that's nice. And then we can come around the side and give her a nice solid bonk. Everybody likes a good bonkening. Hey Sal, how's it going? Yeah, Sniper is great. Archers, I feel like, are one of those classes that they're not really that good at lower levels, but once you get a high level one, like dealing with a tier 3 archer is one of the most frustrating experiences in life. They're like walking ballistas. They could hit your stuff from really far away, do a lot of damage, and it becomes very hard to hit them back. Let's just throw a silence down to get you XP. It doesn't really matter what you do right now. You don't have enough for a charm, do you? Damn. Do we want to give Chiron the kill or Gargos? Probably Chiron. So I guess we could throw a Despair Wave down. Just because who doesn't like a Despair Wave? And, I don't know, we'll make Chiron fly. Are there many weak monsters? I mean, there's some, and a lot of them are weak temporarily. Like, goblins are weak at first, but then once you get them up to shadow goblins, they're really good. Ghouls are weak at first, but once you get them to liches, they're really good. Most monsters in this game, and by most I mean pretty much all of them, have some kind of use. High Centaurs, oh nice, I stole a tier 3 hat. High Centaur is what I just used right there. You can see he's got 3 range and does pretty decent damage. So that's what they do. They're just ranged archers. Yeah, I also can't figure out like why you didn't just run away. Okay, we got a dragon. Oh, we got their Pegasus. Okay, well, we're not going to keep the dog because we got the Pegasus. Alright, we got some good XP out of that. We're going to get a Lich out of it, which I'm excited about. We've been working on that one for a while. I really didn't think we were going to get that victory. I went into that expecting just to soften them up by killing some of their units, but then they decided to suicide charge into me. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so now our attacks are done. We'll get a little, like, ending thing for Gustava, and then we'll get some knights from them. Hopefully we get some good question knights. Your Grace, we have taken the castle. It is now under our control. General Grados, you and our troops have done well. See to it that any prisoners of war are treated with respect. Well, well, you sound just like your father. What? Once we'd taken control of an enemy castle after a battle, your father would say the same thing. Isn't that right, Lord Shizzler? Hey, thank you, Riviat. That's nice. I was actually kind of planning on heading out soon, but if there's more people watching, I might stick it out a bit more. Word for word. He would say, the side of justice has prevailed on this day, and surely some among the defeated wish to kneel and accept our justice as their own. These people are obsessed with justice. Come forward, and we will give them the opportunity to choose life. Does that mean he would kill them all if they didn't join him? Because that's a war crime. That's not something a good guy does. Join me or I'll kill all of you? Like, that's the implication there, right? Father. An opportunity to choose life? Like, I feel like they're going to treat this as like a good thing, but they should not, that's not okay. Does that mean that anyone who had fought against him was later allowed to fight for our side? Indeed. Oh, you stole his, you got his monomerical ancient dragon? That would be awesome, yeah. Really? But if we didn't win, isn't it likely that we would have been killed instead? Oh, is that really something a Barret fairy should be saying? What's that supposed to mean? Listen carefully. There was a time long, long ago when the Barret fairies were controlled by the Republic of Gaimul. And it's said that even now they're secretly under the influence of the Gaimul. Though unfortunate, this is the reason the Barret fairies endure such undeserved discrimination from the people of our country. You've experienced it yourself, I'm sure. Yeah, that's true. Even now when I... Pick, be quiet and listen. That's hella rude. Pick was just trying to engage in the conversation. Imagine you're talking to somebody and your friend's just like, shut up, stop talking. Well, I mean, my friends do that, but that's just because that's what we do to each other. Alright, fine. However, soon after Rubino III was crowned, he prohibited this kind of discrimination. Really? My father declared that under our country's justice, there would be no discrimination. Yes, that is precisely correct, and thus a new king began his reign. And we all know that you can get rid of discrimination by just saying, don't do it. It's worked so well everywhere else. I am most certain that our country's founder, Sir Edessa, would have done the same. What's wrong, Prince? Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if I actually have what it takes to continue what my father started. Whatever do you mean, Your Grace? Just look how far we've come. This entire nation has been brought under the protection of our country's justice. That's right. Your Grace, when Rubino III forbade discrimination against the Barret, he asked them to come out of hiding and meet with him. Do you know what he did then? He killed any of them that didn't join his side? That seems to be what his MO was. What? He greeted each and every one individually with a warm embrace and said the same thing to all of them. We are one people. One people. Is that so? Well, I guess that was pretty gracious of him. Oh, don't be like that, Pick. Just admit that you were a bit moved already. Who, me? Fine. Maybe a little. Well, anyway, it makes sense, right? Why the king was willing to let us perform Elena's oath? Indeed, it was the first play in the history of the royal troupe to feature the Barret. Your late father was thrilled that you had come to understand our country's justice, and that you had brought the Barret into the spotlight. There's a currency in mana. And once we get through this, I'll show you what mana, or how that works as well. Hehe, it seems His Grace had a rather hard time sharing this fact directly with you, however. Father. Alright, that wasn't even related to Gustavo. Oh my god, we're getting so many Jews. I don't care about Jews soup. Why are we getting so many cutscenes all of a sudden? So basically, Your Grace, if you measure the dimensions of the stones and measure out how long the wall will be, you can approximate the number of stones you needed. Great, more arithmetic. Lord Chiseler, do you think we can end our lesson on numbers here? I was hoping to hear more about the plays you perform. Oh, that's a cool little scene right there. I like that. What's this, Your Grace? Still talking about the plays, are we? Dude, all of them have, like, the exposed boobs. Stella's got the exposed boobs, the entire shinobi tribe. Apparently, these people have indestructible boobs, so they don't have to worry about defending them. Even Chiseler here, before Ju covered him up, he has, like, the deepest V-cut ever going on. Lord Chiseler is quite a busy man, and he's taking time out of his busy schedule just to come help you with your studies. I know that, Ju. Oh, soup again? And what exactly is that supposed to mean? You know very well that before the Queen passed away, she asked me to watch over your health. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. That smells great. Which is why Shinobi's the best nation. I mean, I like them for other reasons, but the boobs don't hurt. I thought you might be hungry, so I brought some for you as well, Lord Chiseler. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Ju. As I thought, this is delicious. Lady Ju, just what kind of soup is this? Oh, Lord Chiseler, it'd be better if you did not ask that question. What's the matter, Your Grace? Ha ha ha! His Grace asked me that very same question the last time I served soup. I made the mistake of telling him the exact ingredients, and he became quite ill. He became ill? Are there more all-female knights? Yeah, it's almost all-female knights. There's a couple of men, but the whole thing with the Shinobi Nation is that it's supposed to be like it's like Amazons basically. They're an all-female nation. They kick out all the dudes, but then there's some dudes that fight for them. After that, he told me never to tell him what I put in my soups again. Now, please have as much as you like. It's a rare honor to offer sustenance to our country's greatest rune knight and most handsome actor. Please, you flatter me. Yes, we all want to be hit on by old ladies. Enjoy it, Chiseler. Hehehe, Lord Chiseler, I just found a tail in my soup. You can have it if you like. A tail? Come now, ha ha ha. That is what your prince calls the bit from the end of a carrot. You certainly don't believe that I would put a real tail in my soups, right, Lord Chiseler? Oh, another one! Oh my god. Your Grace... Okay, this is the Gustava one, okay. Your Grace, the Holy Gustava Empire has fallen. Their knights have been added to our ranks, and we killed all the other ones. I am Cimerius. The family I once served, my troops, everyone is gone. People have started calling me the God of Death. And now Gustava is gone as well, so perhaps they're right. I see the curiosity growing in you. You want to know if the rumors are true, don't you? Let me join you, and you can find out yourself. She's actually fairly decent if you need a lancer, but I don't need a lancer. Sylvie's pretty awesome, though. The name Sylvie. My favorite thing to do is search through old ruins. Unfortunately, my old place of business is gone. There's not even enough left to call their city a proper ruin, either. And so, since I'm still trying to explore the other ruins of Runersia, I guess I'll be working for you now. Oh, I nearly forgot. I'm especially good at taming Talon, too. Do I get a third one or just two? Just two. Alright. 2 is enough. Ooh, excellent. Oh, goodness. Do I don't think I have a man-eater. Now it's even more important for me to steal their monomerical Maneater, because I could turn it into the tier 3. That is huge. Oh my god! This was the best questing turn ever. Wow, okay. So I just got the class up item for dragons and the class up item for man-eaters. We're definitely class upping our monomerical dragon. I just need to make sure that we have enough rune power. Yeah, because Pix got stuff. So, Lassie, you are an ancient dragon now. That was so lucky. I will take it. Holy crap. That is huge. Alright, so let's move. We'll trade you two out, I guess. Yeah, that'll have to do for now. You're not fully proficient yet. They have some weaknesses. Most notably, the tier 3 is always red type, so they are weak to blue stuff. But overall, they've got really, really good moves. Yeah, I mean, I've gone like almost whole playthroughs without getting either of those items, so to get them on the same turn, hot damn. But I don't have a man-eater yet to use yet, but I want to steal this one. If I can get Lemore, that is excellent. So, Rivia, you asked about questing earlier, now is my chance to show you. So, every location has different quest destinations, right? They all have training grounds, those are always the same. But if you look at units, oops, they tell you what their preferred terrain is. That preferred terrain roughly translates to where they're going to do well with questing. So you can see for every person I pick, it has different like little arrows over here. So Xian, for example, is a Temple Knight. Temple Knights do well at areas like valleys, for example. So you can see when I mouse over a valley, her class symbol goes from a down arrow, meaning that she's not proficient with that, to an up arrow, meaning it's helping her out. The level thing is just entirely based on level. So you don't really want to be doing location questing if you're under level 10. You want to do the XP questing until you hit 10, and then you can switch over to these. Once you've got to like this point, that's where like, yeah, it'd be nice to get that final arrow, but you have to be in the level, like the tier 3 classes to do that. That's kind of a big ask early on. So 10 and ideal area is going to give you your best chance to get stuff like those items we just got. And then you can see rangers are pretty much good anywhere. So being in the thief class line kind of gives you a boost where you can kind of quest wherever you want to. Grapplers do really good in hills and mountains and stuff like that. Bishops, so there is also the like special components to it. Shrine will work well for bishops, but bishops will also work well on areas that knights will. So you can see knight and bishop have the same, they do well on the plains and well on the highland snowfield. And that's because both of them have the favored terrain of plain. So because they have plains, they do well on the snowfields and they do well on the plains. But yes, you are right that there's also like those special rules where, like Klaus, if there was a shrine here, he would quest well at that shrine. Let's see, so we got those guys. Archers and swordsmen do well in forests and jungles, which are basically forests. The Alps, so if like, and that by the way is the symbol for revival stones, so I can get that there. If I had like a grappler here, he would do well in the Alps. Yeah, so basically like these areas, like there's overlap, right? So you can see this one has Aran Forest and Hills of Kiril. If you go to Marmelmo, it's got the same ones. So there's not really any reason to have my people at Lanster. So I kind of just went to the areas where I was getting worthwhile stuff. And I should consider moving, because I've gotten so many bows from Harmonia already. Are there other planes? Okay, so those are the planes that they're questing at over there. What's available at Droog? I forget what does well at Lakesides. I want to say it's a Lancer, but I'm not 100% positive. And what do we get at Greensglade? Snowfield and Plains. Well, I'll tell you what, I actually kind of... Maybe I just move all of my people here, because I need more of all of these items. And I've really gotten enough bows. What else do I get here? Yeah, bows, swords, helm. I have enough of all that stuff. So what we're going to actually do is move these fellas over to Warren. I guess I should check Cornwarn too. The Isle, yeah. So that's basically how it plays out. You just pay attention to where they're going to quest well and their level and send them there for that. In fact, what did I get at the lakeside if I quest there? I mean, those are pretty good. I think there's a valley somewhere around here that potentially has good stuff. Is it one of these? Ruins. I think I'm probably going to want to send my archer I just got over there. Oh, the other thing about questing. If you see this symbol, that means that you can get a knight by questing there. It's not guaranteed, and it will sometimes depend on the person. Like, notice Tomas and Ball can't get that knight, but Will can. So it's usually determined by like your class or your level or the skills you have. So it's usually a good idea to do that. I'm not going to do it in this case because Will's on my team for fighting, but you have the opportunity to get a new knight if you quest there. These are ruins, peaks, ruins. Where is that valley I was thinking of? Is it the wastelands? No. So it looks like rogues are good on wastelands as well. Alright, well, we are going to move Cimerius. And I think she'll do all good on the lakeside. I hope so, at least. Sylvie isn't going to do well here, so let's move her. I'm pretty sure she does well at the ruins. I might be wrong, though. If I'm wrong, oh well. We'll fix it. Oh, which bases you don't need to defend? Yeah, because nothing can attack here. They can only attack along the roads. So there, you only really defend the areas that can be attacked at. And then the other thing you were asking about was the currency. It is just mana, and you can see here, so your mana income is determined by your bases give you mana, and then your monsters require upkeep. And then whatever's left over is your expected mana income. If you have negative income, I believe, like you start losing monsters or something like it. It's never happened to me before. Like, if you're doing even remotely decent, it won't happen. But you can see, like, so when I select this castle, I'm getting 187 mana from this castle. And when I go to my troops, there's upkeep. So he takes so basically Lassie here takes almost an entire castle worth of upkeep, but he's also an insanely strong unit, so I mean it's a good trade-off. Yeah, Shinobi would be really good to take out. My problem was Cornwern, with the challenge that I'm doing right now, was just this has been a thorn in my side for a long time. I finally took it over this turn, but for the longest time I wasn't able to, so I couldn't really get into Shinobi. But yeah, they are an excellent opportunity to take out first, because you just hold this with one, then you send one in here. You'll kind of need two to hold for just a second when you take these two, but then you just come out the other side and you're looking pretty strong. In fact, that is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to be moving these guys back and just going all in on taking out the shinobi really quick. Okay, so I did need to move troops around with these ones. So you're doing this. One of you needs to go grab that other demon. It seems like it's probably going to be you. Okay. Actually, can either of you quest well here? No. Might send her out on an XP quest just to boost these monsters up a little bit. Yeah, that's probably a good idea because she can't quest well here anyway. Okay, you're gonna go grab... Actually, shoot. I just realized if I want... And I do want this... 70, 85, 95. In theory, I can squeeze that onto this team. If your mana reach 0, your stat, HPMP... Okay, so if you reach 0, then it's a stat reduction. Yes, travel time is always 1 turn. Doesn't matter how far you're moving, whether you're moving 1 castle or across the entire map. So you know what? I'm actually going to... We're going to have to hold off on our plans here because we need to move our 4th and final team into position to hold castles long enough to do what we want to do. And actually, let's move you guys here. And all of you guys will move to where they are on the front line. So my problem right here is I took Norbas to get rid of Gustava, but I don't actually want to hold it because it's overextending my lines here. But if I leave, then the unit I captured for the Nuzlocke challenge, Ruzalka here, I lose him. And that's a really good unit. So I really want that, and I also really want this. This is the difficulty of the Nuzlocke challenge, is these are the only monsters I get. I gotta grab them while I can. Okay, so when your own knight dies in battle, they're just wounded for 1 turn. They'll be fully healed. So they die during the battle, and for the next season, the next 1 season, they're wounded, and then they recover the season after that. So you basically can't use them for a turn. Yeah, sometimes the AI is like shockingly focused, and they just like laser focus down one of your units, and other times they just don't, and they waste stuff. Alright, so I can only keep 1 of these. It's actually a high-level dragon, but a Pegasus, and that's a fully equipped Pegasus? Hold up. Let's take this stuff from them before we... I don't know if dismissing them takes their stuff away, but that is a fully kitted out Pegasus that I stole from them. She's got conflicting rims, which good MP, I like that. Green gloves. Inflicts paralyze immunity, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Alright, we finally have a Lich. Vecna. Look how much stronger he goes from 579 CP to 1077 CP. And super importantly, like Life Drain, Necro Scream, that's cool, but he gets Necro Rebirth, which is amazing. His HP actually goes down, but everything else goes up. The max level is 30, so yes, there is a max level. Let's give him... I guess we'll just give him a magic wand for right now. I really want to give him a malefic staff, but we don't have an extra one. That is for both knights and monsters, yeah. Everything caps out at level 30. Alright, no other class upping to do here. And how about over here? Yes, there is. Alright, how much? So this goes up. They go up by 30 cost? That is so much. Okay, well we can do some movements here. Let's make you a treasure hunter. That's good. Your proficiency 0 still. Alright. So Ursula and Belveth are both going Siren. And now you're gonna have to, well, you could just do this. There we go. That's an easy enough move to make. This group is looking pretty dang decent now. Ball is still a little bit of dead weight. We gotta get him some levels for sure. But overall, we're doing pretty nice. Oh, those are the alloy gloves we stole. Yeah, I think we got a good amount of organizing and what have you to do, but it is kind of past old man bedtime for me. Let me make sure I save and don't forget, because I have a bad habit of doing that. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to stream again maybe tomorrow, but we'll see with the holiday stuff going on. I'm trying to keep like a somewhat regular schedule of at least weekends and then occasionally weekdays, starting around 7 or 8 Pacific. But I do upload everything onto my YouTube channel as well. And I hope you all see me again. Riviette, if you're not on the Discord already, you can check that out. If you have any more questions, let me know. But I'm going to head on out for tonight. Thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye.